to me, my X-Men. Today, Marvel Zombies Zombicide, X-Men Resistance. An important box set to this campaign because this is the box set that the rules to play the heroes. Now, if you haven't watched my other video with the basic core game of Marvel Zombies, you might want to. But in that, I did point out that in a little bit of underhandedness in the campaign, in a lot of people's opinion, CMON put the zombie mode in the base offering and had X-Men Resistance as an add-on. X-Men Resistance has the hero mode, which is what most people would want to play. This got a lot of heat, and I think rightfully so, because yeah, that's what you want to play. I mean, the zombie mode is fun, but it's a distraction. You want to play the heroes, and that's where you would want to be. You want to be a hero busting up zombies. To do that, you had to buy 2 games. Yeah, nice. And I'm convinced that's why the DC one seems so lackluster. The DC Deceased one. I think they were worried about all the crap they got off of this move. And you see, that was the thing. Once they committed to it, they were stuck. And they kind of had to go with it. So, but, as I said before, to be honest, I wanted this set too, because it's the X-Men. And I'm sure they knew most people want the set, but I wanted the other set as well. So, I mean, it worked out for me. Now, for some people, probably not. But, you know, there are so many controversies in this game. We could probably be here all day talking about them. So, let's move on and start talking about some things that are not controversial, like what the game has. Of course, we have our zombies. One move I thought was fun is that multiple man is the basic zombie. I did like that. And you get plenty of them. I mean, you get 35 multiple man figures. That's fun. There is also, at the last minute, they just said they were going to put in a card into the bonus box that would let you play multiple man as a hero, as a zombie hero. That could get interesting. So, you also have 14 bruisers, and apparently all the bruisers are bone breakers, because that's who it looks like. They say reavers, but come on, that's bone breaker. I don't know why that move was made. That's a pretty strange one to me. And let's face it, this doesn't look a thing like Bonebreaker. So, you know, yeah. Let's move on. 14 runners. Runners are the fast zombies. I mentioned them in the last video, as well as the brutes. You know, brutes are strong, runners are fast. Pretty simple. And you get about 14 of those, which is about right for a Zombicide. Now, a lot of people complain because you can run out of zombies, especially the brutes and the runners. What I do to combat that, I use other zombies. Now, in this case, I'm going to use the shield agents. There's another box set that has some additional zombies in it. I will use it also if need be. In a worst case scenario, you can just go and get another Zombicide game and use some of those. It does work. So also in this, we have a good chunk of bystanders. Now, as I said in the last game, bystanders, if you devour them, you get special, or attack, you get special things. In this version, if you protect them, you get special things. So, again, it depends on the character and da-da-da, but it's a good way to get advantages. Alright, so in here we have Amanda Stefan. That was a deep cut. I was surprised at that one because I don't feel like anybody knows her. Still, she is a good Marvel character to use in this game. So, yeah, I was really surprised to see that one. Callisto? Yeah, of course we need Callisto. Callisto works. Abigail Brand. Not my favorite character, but I can see why she's a bystander. Kazar. Well, of course Kazar. Why wouldn't you have Kazar? I'm surprised Kazar wasn't his own hero, but okay. And of course his wife, Shanna. I mean, that seems to make sense. Boulevard Trask? Mariko Yashada? The ever loving, dangerous Val Cooper? Miss Moira McTaggart? William Stryker? Yeah, he's technically a bad guy, but yeah, I can see why they use him. Senator Kelly? And Beast's girlfriend, Trish Tilby. Funny thing, Beast isn't in this set. Weird, huh? His girlfriend is, though. Alright, so once again, you get 6 zombies and 6 superheroes. For the zombie side of things, pun intended, you get a bunch. You get a big old Jughead. What I like about Jughead, he looks like he's got chunks taken out of him by fights. That's fun. You also get Psylocke, who looks like she's seen better days and doesn't look like she can move too well. Dark Phoenix, which to my surprise they did not do a clear base with her. I suppose should I wait to get to that? I think I'll wait. Cyclops, which I think is one of the funniest sculpts in the whole of Zombicide history, where he's holding his head up for his optic blast. That's hilarious. I love it. I just think it's so funny. Sabretooth. And Iceman. And I wonder how I'm going to handle Iceman against his regular version and not get them mixed up. Because, I'm not painting this one. This looks just fine just as it is. So, we'll see. On the hero side, though, we have Wolverine. Of course we do. Where did you think Wolverine was going to be? Mystique. Stands to reason. Magneto. No, I do have to say here, I like the idea, but I don't like the application. I just don't like the missile. I'm just going to say it. This is probably one of the few of my favorite characters that I don't like the base to. But, they can't all be winners. Storm, the goddess of winds, and rains, and lightning. Colossus, who looks cool as hell. Love it. And Rogue. And I do kind of like how they use the trees to kind of balance her out. Of course, you have map tiles. This is for the X Mansion, though. And these can be combined with some other map tiles to create some pretty interesting things. Of course, you have the heroic trait cards. That's the major thing you need from this box set right there. That helps you play the game. The spawn cards, the zombie hero cards, and the bystander cards. Now, also in this, you have the flip side, just like before. You have the zombie hero card. You have the superhero cards for them when they play in zombie mode. And the bystander cards. Yeah, because there are different rules. And you do have more dashboards. These are a different color, by the way, which is cool. These are more closely match the heroes, whereas the ones in the other game match the zombies. At least they're keeping things kind of even, right? You got 6 color bases. Now, one thing I do appreciate is that these color bases are different colored than the ones that we got in the last box set. So, technically speaking, you can carry this game above 6 characters. I'm not suggesting you do because it gets pretty complicated, but you can. You got 6 dice and 12 tracker cubes. Again, same concept. Now, of course, again, you have a rule book, tells you all this stuff and lines it all out. A lot of diagrams, of course, and then you run down to all the different scenarios. The scenarios in this one, just zipping through them, I did not read thoroughly through all of these on either one, but just the skims I did, I have to say that I found the scenarios for the zombies much more interesting than the heroes, and that's kind of a disappointment. Now, it could be that, I'm not digging deep into it and not, not found it. Maybe I'm not digging deep enough, and maybe, playing it, I'll be thinking a different story. But for right now, that's what I'm saying. And I will definitely be playing a couple of scenarios to get the hang of the game. But honestly, it's like I said, there's not a whole lot of difference between this and Zombiecide. There is differences, of course. It's superheroes, but for the most part, if you've played Zombicide in any form, you can pick this up pretty quickly, and you'll be ready to go. And I mean, it's that simple. There's a few little extras, yeah, and they're fun, yeah. The trait cards kind of substitute for the weapons, which is a good idea. And yeah, it works. It works real well. I do like it. I like how it's put together. I like how the gameplay's put together, and I think it can be a lot of fun. Now, will it be? That's another story. It might not be. Now, my whole deal is going to be because I want to be able to use zombie versions of characters with regular version of characters. So I'm going to have it to where, you know, the Marvel Zombies universe is bleeding over into the Marvel universe. And that's why, this is happening. And this is all the Marvel universe guys just trying to defend their home. I think that works pretty well. But there's a long way to go and a short time to get there. No, I'm not doing that. But there is a long way to go with this because this is still the beginning. This is only the basics. And we have a lot of boxes to go through before we get to the end of this journey. Now, I will say, as far as molds, character selection, sensibility, and ideas, this is the Resistance set is the better of the two sets. It makes more sense. Then again, I think the base offering, the basic game, was trying to do more scattershot across the Marvel universe so that I can make connections to all the other areas of the Marvel universe. Because, surprisingly, it does in a very, very good way. Now, while you do use map tiles from both of these games in other scenarios with the expansion packs, it really ties further into the Marvel Zombies box set than it does to the X-Men Resistance. The X-Men Resistance is a little more focused. It is primarily an X-Men game. And that's kind of what's cool about it. And that's kind of what it's a little bit of a slight detriment. Because it's almost too focused. But I like it a lot better than the first game. I think they should have flipped it, and this be the base game, and the Marvel Zombies be the one that you have kind of be optional if you want to do zombie play. Oh, that sounds bad. But then again, I can see why they did it this way. Well, they were trying to get you to spend your money. It is a cash grab. I mean, but here's the thing. I don't understand the cash grab because you had us at the word go. We were there. So I don't know why you needed to try a cash grab if you already had us. I do think the vast majority of people probably would buy both. Just because they're cool. Now, a lot of people talk about Marvel United. And I have never played that game. I've never looked at that game. Here's my thing on that game. I cannot get over the style of the miniatures. With this, I got realistic miniatures. And when I told people I was getting this game, they're like, why? Well, you want to go with CMON? I'm like, what? Well, get all kinds of cool miniatures for pretty cheap. And people say, go to Crisis Protocol. I looked at that. It's different scale than the rest of my miniatures. Now, the scale of these miniatures, fudging it, but it's closer. Crisis Protocol is entirely a different scale, and the price for one set of figures, I can't get all the characters I want. I mean, it's going to take forever, and it's going to cost me an arm and a leg. Get this, I've got it all, and I can have fun. So, yeah, while I want to play the game, I also want to, kind of enjoy the miniatures and for what they are. And that's kind of the fun for me. So, this will wrap up. And that's a look at X-Men Resistance. Now, hopefully you're interested in this game. And you come with me for the next one. sure which one that will be yet, but when I do, you'll see it, and then you'll be able to say, hey, that looks cool too. Or maybe that it sucks. Who knows? We'll see. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to do all the YouTube stuff. Have a good day.